How's it going, everybody? Dawnofthed605 here, and this has been an interesting update to let you guys know on how our servers will plan to work in the future, as well as for the foreseeable future, and how we will plan to use this service to bring back online services for Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Now, as stated, we actually recently just made a recent update to the architecture of the servers, and things have been going pretty good so far.
I'm going online.
We had a little bit of a change log going on where we added extra security features that WMFi and Verify might have featured. And we added new moderation tools. We added a defense mechanism to have to manually approve the MAC address of the console that wants to connect to the server, so that way they can play online. If it doesn't get it, it's just gonna get an error code, which is to be expected, as we need that to swat out any ban evaders possible.
Yeah,
also, we could utilize this to other reasons, but that's not the focal point.
Well, since that makes it so it's a bit more
but
easier,
as far as the servers have been going, I haven't been able to test the servers on the newest architecture yet, because things have been kind of tight between schedules with me and my friend Chipper here. Even my friend TBH, he's been streaming on TF2. Go ahead and check his streams out when you can. Really good stuff. Really puts a good effort on his mouse moving with his character on the bottom right. Really nice detail. Anyways, but also my friend Brandon, who was originally testing the servers, he originally got grounded for a week. Actually, no, it's much longer than a week. It was almost a year. And I haven't seen him since. At least a couple times I've been able to keep up to date with him. And things have been kind of shallow for what's been going around. At least from my perspective, I've actually been pretty active, but my team has been kind of, I wouldn't say slacking. I mean, obviously they had things to do. They had things in their own lives, as we would always expect people to have. And things just gone on from there. And honestly, I don't know if I don't know if the new servers are more stable or not. That's why I'm saying results may vary. But I wanted to test the servers to make sure that they were functioning properly. I want to make sure that the servers had enough bug fixes to make sure that everything was squeaky clean, at least a little bit better than it was on the old architecture of the server software. As we didn't really feature yet the security features, we use all of them, at least on the newest 2.0 server software that we have a template of on the GitHub repository. But we do, however, have most of the moderation tools still in place while it's able to be connected to the server. And if you're wondering how you can connect to the server, I'll explain it to you right here, and this timestamp over here.
What?
So to get started, you're going to need two things, for instance. You're going to need Ramen VPN, which is this. You're going to download that, join our server in our Discord. That way you can get most up to date on how to set up for emulators or your real consoles. However, most consoles, or actually consoles in general, actually have limited support for this, so it's best to stick with an emulator for now. You can join up on our Discord, and you can actually check out how to actually set up an emulator at the back on our GitHub and updates as well. So this is the server IP that you're going to need to type in once you go to get the second part done. Well, the name and password you're going to need for Radmin, but the server IP you're going to need for this. So you're going to go to either Ultra Wi-Fi Connection server, and you're going to want either download the source code, or you go to Dawnofthed Wi-Fi Connections Legacy Server Package. This will contain the whole stuff for you. This contains the whole package of stuff, which is a template, but has older architectures. If you want the new and improved software only, you can just get this. But you can, it's optional though. I might update this with the new console activation system as soon as I get that done. But as far as I know, if you don't have approval of the whitelisted IP MAC address, that just means this is what you'll get: 23920. Login denied for consoles not known. And it's kind of similar to 23888 as far as I'm concerned in some servers, depending on where you're getting it from. And some servers use this also as a defense mechanism, although the original writer did spell defense wrong. It's SE, not CE. But whatever, it's fine. I guess it's a lot to write, so I wouldn't blame them. Mechanism to thwart abusive users from circumventing bans. Dawnofthed Wi-Fi connection servers need to approve the MAC connection manually and is not automatic. Otherwise, it should not appear normally though. Anyways, now when you download that, you're gonna want to copy and paste whatever you got the IP from. So you're gonna want to basically just copy this whole IP and put it in the when you're gonna want to open this up, and then you're gonna paste it in there. It should take, and then press enter, and it should basically put the entries of the DNS records in there. That way it'll connect to the server. A little bit easier at least too. And then I'm gonna disconnect and show you that it works just for sake. Puts up all this. It brings up the GameSpy databases and just connects to the server. However, if we go to the alt Wi-Fi connection, local hosting, we have several settings. I can unregister consoles. I can re-register them if I need to, though, too. So let's say if you didn't have your console registered, what would happen? Well, I'll unregister this one and disconnect and reconnect. So if I unregister that one, it's gonna give me this error. 23921. And as I stated earlier, that error if I can get it, 23921. Yeah, this one. So, console's not known. That just means that it's another version of the console registration. And in Nintendo official servers, they can emulate that, but they didn't. And now we have... It's kind of like something that WMFI does nowadays, but this is like almost like this is a DWC server, so it's kind of practically just emulating the official Nintendo servers because we're not patching the game with like an actual patcher. We're just doing no SSL. But what happens if you don't own a PC? Like, what happens if you want to actually just run on the emulator? You got some options there, but it's gonna be less stable than the emulation, as you're not actually running it on Radmin. You're actually running it through our DNS server that we host on our local IP. Now, I'm going to show you this, but the catch is it's on my main network because the other ones don't work. So, that's just how it's going to work. So, I think I can use my capture card, but I'm not going to do it right now. So we're going to go to Wii settings, or Wii options settings. Hey, you can see my reflection here. Hello. Internet. Connection settings. Use the connection you're using. Change settings. And you're going to scroll left or right until you see auto obtain DNS. Keep note of that. IP and this stuff is not needed. Like, you should just keep that default. That's key if you want to get a connection successful. Take note of the IP address that you're going to be using to connect to the primary. The secondary is kind of optional, but you could just put 1.1.1.1 or 8.8.8.8. This is Google and Cloudflare's DNS. Might provide some stability, but chances likely may vary. I don't know if you can really see that. There it is. Now we hit save. It's gonna put some console logs in there. Contest.nintendowifi.net, and it should succeed the connection. You hit no here, and go back 3. Go all the way back until you're all the way at the main menu. And the easiest way to get this working is to go to the homebrew channel. You can use any patching method to get no SSL check script to use this server. And the way to do that is you can use BrainSlugWe, Gecko code for no SSL, or you can use USB Loader GX. I personally prefer USB Loader GX because it provides a lot cleaner of an image and you get a full screen of it instead. Whereas BrainSlugWe, it would just like give you half a screen and the other bottom half would just be a bunch of lines of code that it takes up half your screen. So it gets very annoying, I know. That's why we're working on this together. Now, I'm going to show you a couple things to make sure this works. Go to settings before you start the game, and then go to game mode. Scroll down until you see private server. You can use Arc Arena if you want to make sure, but I would recommend private server and keep clicking until you see no SSL only. Alt Wi-Fi connection might not work necessarily because the rerouting is kind of funky. I mean, the custom option could work if you know what you're doing there, but it's recommended to use no SSL only, and then have the because that ties to the IP you're using. Then hit save, press the B button twice, and hit start. I'm gonna look for my capture card so I get a cleaner image. I didn't mention this earlier, but I actually added the LAN mod to my Discord, so you can actually play without getting disconnected on the local network, since we don't really have any stable dedicated servers on the Wii consoles that are real for now. So emulators or LAN play is the best choice for now on our servers. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see more updates with the future of our servers or in general updates in overall. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.